Well, who's the toughest quarterback to read, Harrison, in the NFL for you?
Man, there's a lot of good ones. Ben had a great second half against us, and he was looking us off on the back end and stuff like that, making great throws. It's always easy for me to go with Rodgers because I see him twice a year.
Right.
And, I wouldn't say anyone's better than he is at that. There's a lot of good guys around the league, but he's pretty top shelf. Stafford threw a no look on me last year. Which, people probably didn't even see it on TV, but, right after the play, I was like, man, that was nice.
You got to give it up sometimes, right? You got to give it up sometimes.
They're good. They're good. What are you going to do?
Well, you're the one that they circle more often than not, Harrison. So hearing it from you is obviously a big-time kudo. But so what does Rodgers do? Or these guys do? They're staring at somebody they have no intention of throwing it to, and it's your job to not take that bait or know that that these are guys who would never stare at a receiver. How do you game it when you see that stuff for you?
Well, sometimes they'll throw it right where they're looking, and sometimes they're setting you up. Some of it's pre-snap. I kind of move around a lot pre-snap and try to make it a little tougher on them and the offensive line with protections and things sometimes. And so some of that is a pre-snap game, which is kind of fun. And then once the play starts, there's only so much time. You got the D-line rushing and things can fall apart. So there's only so much time they can look you off, but these guys are very good at it.
Well, I mean, I don't mean for you to give up your trade secrets, even though I guess I was just asking for a couple. This week, though, you're taking on a kid who has an incredible amount of talent, certainly when he escapes the pocket, certainly when maybe he can run some play action your way. What about Justin Fields this week for you, Harrison Smith? What about this kid?
Yeah. Like you mentioned, he's a young guy, but he's extremely talented. Can extend plays with his legs and has a big arm. Obviously, he doesn't have a ton of reps in the NFL. So, whenever you go against a young guy, you obviously want to make it tough on him. But there's a reason he's there. There's a reason he was drafted. So, we understand the ability he brings to the table.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.